Hello and welcome to the portal of Divine Angels channel. You've been chosen and it's a pleasure to have you here today for another moment of reflection, inspiration and motivation. On this channel, we share messages from angels to illuminate your journey, bringing peace and serenity to your day. Subscribe now so you don't miss these divine messages. The Great Departure. What causes the chosen to leave the church? Beloved brothers and sisters of light, hearts seeking truth and souls thirsting for a greater purpose, welcome to this sacred space where the voice of the angels echoes to touch your lives. Today, we will delve into a theme that resonates deeply with many of you, especially those who have already walked long paths of faith. The Great Departure. What leads the chosen ones, the sensitive and seeking souls, to feel the call to leave the church, the physical temple, and seek their spirituality in other horizons? This is a question that is sometimes accompanied by pain, guilt, and incomprehension. But the angels whisper to us that it is time to illuminate this journey with love and clarity. Prepare your hearts, for the revelation I bring today may be the key to the peace you so long for. The divine seed and the awakening of the soul from birth. We carry a divine seed, a fragment of the creative light that connects us to the Father. This seed is our essence, our deepest truth. For too long, we've been taught to seek this connection in external structures, in dogmas and rituals that, while well-intentioned, sometimes distance us from our own inner voice. But there comes a time in every soul's journey, especially after age 30, when maturity and life experiences invite us to a deeper awakening. It's as if a veil lifts and we begin to question, to feel that something else is calling us. This is the first pill of curiosity. Have you ever felt this calling, this restlessness that drives you to seek something beyond what you've always known? Share in the comments if this feeling has touched your heart. Your experience can illuminate the path of others. The angels reveal to us that this great departure is not an abandonment of faith, but rather an evolution of it. It is not a denial of the divine, but a search for a more authentic and personal connection. It is the soul that, mature, longs for a direct relationship with the Creator without intermediaries, without the constraints of human interpretations that sometimes distort the purity of the divine message. It is a movement of return to the inner home, where the true church resides. The echo of inner truth. When the heart speaks louder, imagine a soul who, for years, has devoted themselves fervently to a religious community. They have found solace, friendship, and a sense of belonging. However, over time, small dissonances begin to emerge, a doctrine that no longer resonates with their intuition, a rigidity that stifles their freedom of spiritual expression, or even the perception of judgments and exclusions that contradict the message of universal love that the angels bring us. This soul, who once felt welcomed, begins to feel a tightness in their chest. A soft but persistent voice telling them, there is more for you. This voice is your intuition, the whisper of your guardian angels, guiding you toward a path of greater alignment. The social proof that once held you in place begins to lose strength in the face of the urgency of your own truth. It's a moment of courage, of questioning the status quo and trusting the innate wisdom that resides within each of us. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where your intuition told you something different from what was preached? Think about it for a moment. The answer may be closer than you think. The journey of self-knowledge and spirituality, without walls, the Great Departure, is often the beginning of a journey of profound self-discovery. It's when one allows oneself to explore different philosophies, meditations, healing practices, and ways of connecting with the divine that transcend the boundaries of a single creed. It's the discovery that spirituality isn't confined to four walls, but resides in every sunset, every sincere embrace, every act of compassion. The angels teach us that God is in everything and everyone, and that our connection with Him is as vast and limitless as the universe itself. On this path, many discover that true faith manifests itself in the way we live, how we love, how we serve others and ourselves. The guilt of leaving the church transforms into gratitude for the journey undertaken and joy for the freedom to explore the vastness of the divine. It's a transition from a faith based on fear to one based on unconditional love. And here comes another curiosity. Did you know that many spiritual teachers from various traditions emphasize the importance of direct experience with the divine rather than simply following dogma? This is a universal truth that transcends religion. History of light. Anna's path. Allow me to share the story of Anna, a luminous soul who for over 40 years was a pillar of her religious community. She dedicated her life to service, prayer, and the observance of all the precepts. However, over time, Anna began to feel a void. The answers that once satisfied her no longer filled her heart. She saw veiled judgment in some eyes, the exclusion of those who thought differently, and this deeply distressed her. Angels began to whisper in her dreams, showing her fields of flowers and rivers of crystal clear water, inviting her to a freedom she had never known. With a heavy heart, but filled with newfound courage, Anna decided to follow her calling. She didn't abandon her faith in God, but rather the way she practiced it. She began meditating in nature, studying sacred texts from different cultures, and practicing compassion more broadly, without the limitations of a specific group. Anna discovered that her connection with the divine became stronger, more intimate, and truer. She didn't need a pulpit to feel God's presence. She found it in her own heart and in every living being. Her departure was not a goodbye, but a see you soon to a new way of being and connecting. Anna's story shows us that the great departure is, in fact, a great reunion. The reunion with our own divine essence. Reflection and practical application. Building your own bridge to the divine. So, how can we apply this message to our daily lives? If you identified with Anna's journey, or if you feel this calling in your heart, know that you are not alone. The angels invite us to honor your intuition. Your inner voice is a divine guide. Learn to listen to it and trust it. It will never deceive you. Seek knowledge. Explore different sources of spiritual wisdom. Read books, attend lectures, meditate. The universe is vast and full of teachings. Practice unconditional love. Extend compassion to all beings without judgment. Love is the universal language of the divine. Connect with nature. Nature is a sacred temple. Spend time outdoors feeling the energy of the earth, the sun, and the wind. It's a powerful way to reconnect. Create your own spirituality. There is no single right way to be spiritual. Create rituals, practices, and beliefs that resonate with your soul. Your spirituality is unique, just like you. Remember, the great departure is not an end, but a new beginning. It's the courage to follow your soul's calling, to build your own bridge to the divine, paved with love, truth, and self-knowledge. It's the freedom to be who you truly are, a being of light in constant evolution. Our family of light and the whispering circle. Dear friends and members of our family of light, this is a space where everyone is welcomed, where their journeys are understood and celebrated. In our whispering circle, every voice matters, every experience a lesson. I feel a deep connection with each of you watching this video, and I know that together we are building a network of support and inspiration. That's why I ask you who have resonated with these words to join us even more actively. Like this video if it touched your heart and enlightened your mind. Your like is a sign to the angels that we are on the right path, spreading light and truth. And to continue expanding our circle of whispers, I have a question for you that will help me understand your journeys even further and bring you messages that truly matter. What was the moment in your life when you felt the need to redefine your spirituality, whether you left a religious institution or not? Share your story in the comments. Your experience is a beacon for many others who may be going through the same process. Your courage in sharing strengthens our community and helps us grow together. The reward of attention and the final blessing, beloved, we have reached the end of another divine encounter. I deeply thank you for your presence, for your attention, and for opening your hearts to the angels' messages. I hope this video has brought clarity, comfort, and the certainty that your spiritual journey is sacred and unique. Remember, you are beings of light, loved and guided every step of the way. The great departure is, in fact, the great arrival to your true self. May the peace of the angels be with you, illuminating your steps and strengthening your faith. With love and light, Portal of the Divine Angels. Until next time,